Hey everyone, this is Lolo Reddy from Abstract Music Lab, and today I'm back here in the sound design channel. Today I'm recreating a stab called Dirt, and this is how it sounds like. Reminds me a lot of Anyma, but it also has a really dirty feeling, and that's why I love this one. And basically, if you want to listen to this in context, you can also add a little bit of sidechain to make it groove a little bit, but essentially for this one, we're just gonna go directly with the preset. And this is how it sounds if you get an initial preset from DIVA. It's pretty raw and it's pretty basic, but we're gonna change it a lot and make it into something completely new. So let's get started with this tutorial and let's start designing this over here. So to start this sound over here, we're gonna choose first a digital VCO, as you can listen over here. We're gonna choose two pulse waves, as you can listen, and we're gonna deactivate this. But we want just a stab sound, so we're gonna go into the envelope 2 first, and this is gonna pretty much shape the sound. We're gonna put the attack and also the sustain all the way down. And we're gonna put the decay also quite down as well, as you can listen, and the release is gonna be pretty much the same, just one up. And we're also going to introduce a little bit of velocity over here. So essentially, the stronger that you press, the more of this amp that you're gonna get. And you can see that the sound is pretty strange at the moment, and that's because that's pretty much how it should be. We're gonna also over here put this to 2 voices, and this shouldn't change much of the sound. But in addition to that, now we're gonna start modulating the sound and actually shaping it. So in the first oscillator, we're gonna choose over here octave as it is. The pulse width is gonna go a little bit up. So you can see that the sound now is a bit higher, and we're also gonna put the spike a little bit up as well. And you can see that this makes the sound a bit more sawy. So essentially, the higher the spike, the more the square wave sounds like a saw. Now, in the oscillator number 2, we're going to put the tune to 2 octaves up, so 24 over here. The pulse width is going to go way higher. And the spike up is also going to go a lot up as well. Kind of giving a really crunchy sound, but we're gonna sync these 2 oscillators now. And that's pretty much it. We don't hear a sound that it's unstable, but now we're gonna make it a lot more unstable with the cross mod over here. We're gonna put it a lot up. And essentially now we're using oscillator 2 to FM the oscillator 1. And in addition to that, we're gonna shape the sound to the mix a little bit more leaning towards oscillator 2. As you can listen, and we're also going to activate high quality, which is basically going to activate digital anti-aliasing into the sound. Now, in addition to that, we also have to do some modulations in the sound. Instead of having LFO2 modulating the sound, we're going to use envelope 2, and we're going to activate this over here in the spike up. We don't hear a sound because we haven't actually started this, but we're going to use over here an analog envelope 2. So how much are we going to modulate this? 17. And you can see how much this changes the sound. Essentially what this does, this is going to use the envelope 2 to go 17 up in these spike up modules over here. But how should we shape envelope 2? So attack over here all the way down, the sustain also all the way down. The decay is going to be pretty much the same, as you can listen, and the release is going to go a little bit up. And that's pretty much it with the envelope 2. Now we have to go into the high pass filter. We're going to choose a high pass bite. And we're going to essentially cut a little bit of the low end by just leaving this somewhere over here. Just slightly cutting the low end. But now we're going to also introduce a lot of resonance in the sound over here. As you can hear over here, it's pretty subtle. And instead of going up with the filter, so every time that a note hits, the sound goes up, we're going to use a negative envelope 2. So every time the note hits, the sound goes down. So it makes the sound a little bit lower as well. And that's pretty much it. Now we're going to use a multi-mode and a 12 dB multi-mode. So the sound becomes a little bit more open now. But we're going to pick this cutoff and put it all the way down. And we basically don't hear anything in the sound. And that's essentially how it should be. But in this envelope 2, we're going to put it all the way up. And now we have the characteristic sound that we want in the original sound. We're also going to choose this FM and put it a little bit up. This normally gives a little bit more bite into the sound, and the resonance is also going up a little bit. We're not going to do anything with the keyboard tracking, and that's pretty much what we should do over here in the oscillator section. Now we're going to go here into the lower section of DIVA. We're not going to do anything to vibrato, glide, or anything over here. But we're going to do something to the pan mod. And the pan mod is essentially going to go a lot up, as you can listen over here. And if you listen, the sound shifted a little bit more to the left. And that is because LFO2 is now modulating the sound. We're going to choose over here a 1/4. And we're also going to choose this to sync. So you can see that this now modulates left and right. And that's pretty much it with this sound over here. Now we're going to go into the effects sections. And in the effects sections, we're going to choose a delay to start. So the first thing is going to be the dry is going to be all the way up. The center is going to be also somewhere like this. And notice how this creates a little bit of phasing in the sound. Could you hear it? We're also going to increase the side delays as well. And we're going to high pass and low pass this delay so it doesn't conflict with the original sound. So the high pass is going to go all the way up, something like this. And the low pass is going to go all the way down to something like this. So it's just a hint of a delay. In addition to that, we're also going to put the wow all the way up. And you can see that the delay becomes a bit more digital this way. And we're going to change over here the tempos of the delays. So essentially the left is going to be like this. The center is going to be in the middle at 3. And the right is going to be all the way to 2. So it almost acts like a ping pong delay. And lastly, we're going to activate a plate reverb. But the dry is going to go all the way up. And the wet is going to go almost all the way down. Something like this. The size is going to go a lot down. And you can see how this is going to change the delay. How this is going to change the reverb. But you can also increase the decay over here. And we're going to increase the damping as well. And you're going to notice that the reverb is going to be a little bit less high-endy. With more damping. And now the diffusion is going to go down. And the pre-delay is going to go up. So essentially it's going to wait 38 milliseconds until the reverb starts acting up in the sound. And that's pretty much it with the sound. Now, if you want to listen to that in context, I hope you like this sound, and if you liked it, you can grab it in the free DIVA pack that you can get over here in the description below. Again, if you like this video, you can hit the like button. If you loved it, you can subscribe to the channel. And I hope you like this video, and I hope to see you in the next sound design channel video. This is Lilo Ready from Abstract Music Lab signing off. Cheers!
Hi, this video is sponsored by us. If you like these tutorials and want to support the channel, please check out our website packed with online courses and professional sample packs. Also check our ready-to-use and club-tested Serum presets. You can browse by the genre and style you're looking for, or get the incredible deal with the full Serum preset bundle. Thank you for listening, and now let's get back to your tutorial.